Oh, that sounded cool. All right, everybody. We just recorded for like 5 minutes, but I am the one that didn't press record. On Braden's camera, he's just like waddling into the into frame.
I've been inching my way into the frame in the frigid waters of Scandinavia.
Hardcore. All right, let's recap what we were just talking about. We were talking about how basically I've got a video that's coming out that's kind of like a celebratory, cool, like major edited kind of piece, and then this piece will come right after
Yeah.
that. But the crazy, and this is kind of just our podcast, like talk shop kind of deal. But just how insane it is that for me, it's like 12 days away. Brandon and Elisa leave in a week from today to go on our big adventure. Yeah. But the fact that it like all came together so crazy quick, because it was like we had obviously an idea and a plan, like, oh, this would be cool, but we freaking hit the marker and even are passing the 30K to make this happen. And it's just been absolutely
I know you guys
wild.
Made it happen so fast that we're kind of,
how dare you,
in like, how dare all of you be so supportive? But we're just having to not really scramble, but we're just on a, time crunch to get everything set and planned and all of our affairs at our homes set for us to be gone for so long.
Yeah.
And it's been awesome planning everything. Obviously, got us a little RV. We got a bunch of campsites booked. Got all of our national park passes all in order. And me and Elisa are just in, we're about ready to head out.
1 week.
We leave in a week, actually.
1 week. Yeah. We got 12 days. The rest of us.
And 12 days. We're going to go romp around in the desert for a couple days before everyone else meets us out there. Go look at some cacti.
Yeah.
Dude, actually, we are, like, our first thing we're going to do is we're going to the Phoenix Botanical Gardens.
Oh, what?
Looks pretty sweet.
Dang,
yeah. I'm pretty excited about that. All kinds of succulents.
Brandon's become a
cacti type
plant
of stuff.
nerd in his later years here.
Big time. Yeah, later years, sure. But also, I think just living here, I've become like a plant and bird nerd.
He's just an old man.
I mean, it's pretty easy to out here. Matt, my wife's family has a small cottage on a lake up here. So come out here and look at the trees and listen to the birds.
It's pretty epic, dude. It's definitely like, man, we're coming again in like fall, but I miss coming in summertime so much. Summertime in Finland, personally, I'll say it. I don't know. Like winter, here's the thing. Pure wintertime, when you've got just like feet and feet of snow, and you can do all the fun snow activities and go up to Levy and stuff, is awesome.
Well, hey, last time you were here, we literally walked the perimeter of this lake.
Sure.
Oh, on a foot of snow.
I won't say it's not amazing.
I know what you mean, though. Like, summer and winter are kind of a toss-up for me because they're super mild summers. It's always like a nice breeze here. And the sun is out till, it doesn't really go down. It just is kind of like
midnight sun.
Like twilight for a couple hours and then the sun comes back up. So you get these kind of cool, endless summer days for a month or two.
Dude, that'd be
and then fall comes.
Chapter or like name for us or something like Sons of the Midnight Sun or Midnight Suns.
I got a bee flying around my head like I owe it money. This is crazy.
Yeah, the way we're recording right now is we both have our like our Osmo cameras and our mics, and then we're like FaceTiming. So like from my view, I just see Brandon way off in the water, and then we'll match up like the videos.
Fighting for my life against
I just
see
nothing. I just see you swatting around like a madman. But okay, so let's.
Anyway, what were we saying about a chapter for the book?
I was just saying, like, Midnight Sun is such a cool, like, something. I don't know. It's always been a cool phrase.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what's our, obviously it would take a while to like deep dive into our plan, but from your memory, what's like
Yeah.
our main route? So we're going to Arizona first, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
me and Elisa leave for Phoenix in a week, and then we're going to go up through Sedona to the Grand Canyon, which is the first. Well, actually, aren't we seeing some big, like, asteroid crater or something on the way up
we're going
there?
to a crater.
Yeah, so we're hitting that, and then we're going to the Grand Canyon for a couple days, and that's going to be. I've only heard crazy things about the Grand Canyon. Like,
Same.
anyone that I've talked to that has been there says that when you see it, it's just the most mind-boggling thing ever. So, quite excited for that. So we're gonna do that for a couple days.
Lucy!
Oh look, Lucy came to say hi. Hey boo, what's up? Grand Canyon, and then we're hitting, what is it, Zion? Really quick for a day on the way, down south to Death Valley. Which Zion looks incredible, and I know that like, you could spend weeks in any one of these places, but no one has infinite amounts of time, so we're hitting all the highlights, one after the other. But anyway, we're going to Grand Canyon, and then we're hitting Zion. We're staying there for a night. We're gonna do, I guess there's some like corridor road that has all the cool
that's
stuff
right.
off of it. We're gonna do as much as we can there. And then Death Valley is a huge one for us because we want to see the stars.
Got a telescope.
Yeah, Austin got a telescope. We Hannah, his wife, hooked it up to where we're gonna be there like pretty close to a new moon. So it's like optimal stargazing. What do you call it? Not environment, but conditions, I guess. So I think we're in Death Valley. We're moving through Death Valley, but we're going to be in it for, 2 or 3 days?
Something like that. I'm looking now.
Something like that.
Well, we're going to Area 51
And then we have
territory, of course.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to meet an actual alien who runs one of those little, UFO roadside gift shops for sure. And then from there, we're going to hit, what is it, Sequoia?
Kings Canyon.
I think is in Southern
So
California.
after Death Valley, it's Kings Canyon.
Cool.
And then from Kings Canyon to the Sequoias in,
Yeah.
and then Yosemite.
And then we're going, they're pretty long stretches of driving from Death Valley to Kings Canyon to Sequoia and then all the way up to Lake Tahoe.
That's right.
But me and Austin have talking like, that's kind of like half of the trip for us is an actual road trip. We've never been on like a legit road trip where you just kind of stop at any cool little, sideshow you see on the side of the highway out there. But, yeah, so up California to Lake Tahoe. And then after that, we're heading to the coast to see the redwoods. We're going to spend a couple days there. And then from there, we go up through Oregon. We're going to hit Austin's, I think, number 1 or number 2 spot, Astoria, where I'll let you say it.
And a lot of other movies, actually.
Goonies was filmed. Oh, yeah.
They've got a film history museum.
We're going to go see where Goonies was filmed. Don't they have like some film museum there?
Yes, we will be going to that.
We can go check that out. And then from there, we head up to Washington to Rainier for the last day or two.
Well, did you say the Redwoods?
And then
after Lake Tahoe? Oh, yeah. Redwoods, Tillamook,
Astoria. It's probably like the Redwoods and the Grand Canyon are like tied for number 1, like most excited to see.
Yeah.
I've for the longest time have wanted to go up to the Pacific Northwest to see the redwoods and the coast and everything. And I'm very, very, very excited for that. I can't wait to go to every single little Bigfoot gift shop that we can find.
Dude, We are gonna look like the biggest.
I want to go. I want to go to like a local like hole in the wall.
I want to
like,
go to
bar
someone's
or
house
something.
that like actually
just-
believes in Bigfoot.
Honestly, we'd probably be like really annoying, like tourists. Be like, so you got any Bigfoot
You got
stories?
you seen any squatches around here?
Yeah,
Can
can
we
we go
go-
squatch hunting? We just get kidnapped.
We go on like a.
be like Deliverance, but in the Pacific
we
Northwest.
pay for like a Bigfoot outing tour, and they like just dress someone up in the
Oh, dude.
costume and like.
Oh, I would
I would love
get
it.
so
Oh,
into
for
it,
sure.
dude. I would be like LARPing at that point. I'd be like, you see that? That's a footprint.
I see it.
And they're like, no, that's just a puddle.
This dinosaur print.
Dude, that tree, that fallen tree, it looks like something broke it in half.
Bigfoot, it's proven. I'll dress up. I don't care. I'll continue.
I was about to say, I'll just ask if I can play Bigfoot.
Can I
this
be
time.
Bigfoot this time, please? We've kind of, from like a creative standpoint, we had the idea of doing like chapters. So like, to be honest, the amount there's so much we want to do, because like stuff like this that we can do where it's like us sitting there talking out in the desert, just stories, memories, the trip so far, little things like that. There's also just like, maybe I get
just little glances into just
Yeah.
us just hanging out with everybody or on a campfire, like that type of
yeah,
stuff.
or we just get a crazy cool shot and we just drop that, you know. We're also doing the book, like that's a for sure that's happening, of like our film photos, poems, short, like, you know, pictures we take obviously on the trip, things like that. But from a fun like main video series perspective, Brandon had the idea, and I thought it was sick, is to like set it up as in chapters. Well, like 3 chapters.
I was thinking,
I don't remember what they were though.
yeah. The first one I was thinking would be cool to just call it Scorched Earth. And like, I'm kind of a dork. I'm making like a playlist that's like a bunch of like movie scores and like really like ambient kind of dungeon synth type stuff that kind of like matches that vibe of like, just like, you know, the harsh desert. Would be kind of cool to do for, you know, well, let's just come out and say it, Dune type stuff.
Let's just call it what it is here.
Out at the Grand Canyon, and let's just call it what it is, just
Dune inspired
fanfic.
Dune fan fiction.
Dune inspired like film pictures and little video clips and shots of, you know, everything out there. I thought it'd be cool to name like a chapter, or, you know, a chapter of this kind of book we're making, or like
Video.
like Austin said, like a short video series, and name the first one Scorched Earth would be kind of cool. And then I got to maybe in Death Valley, just spitballing galactic death would be kind of cool, because I kind of like doom metal and cosmic-y
Anything galactic, cosmic,
Galaxy
space related
stuff. It just sounds cool.
Dude, I'm getting a NASA
you know,
hat.
get some shots of us like stargazing and stuff. And then I only came up with 3 so far, but then the next one, To the Tall
Yeah.
Trees, you know, our trip heading to the sequoias and the redwoods. I'm sure we'll come up with stuff along the way too.
Well,
I have to, if I don't get out of here, I'm like
I
shivering.
know your video froze on your phone, so it still just looks like you're chilling.
Oh,
It doesn't
may
matter
have,
that much.
honestly, my phone may have died.
Well, I can still hear you, so it's not dead yet.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, breaking it up into like just kind of chapters with, you know, kind of, in my opinion, nerdy names based on the stuff that we just have loved our whole lives.
Yeah, I think it's an awesome.
We could do one just called Goonies.
Dude,
Up in
that
the
is true.
up in the like when we go to Astoria and drive up the coast of like Oregon and Washington.
Ooh, what if we? Okay, get this. Never say die.
Or we could name it Never Say Die.
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's that
Yeah.
chapter. Never say die, dude. That's perfect. Okay.
Yeah. Dude, we could name the one around Rainier something to do with Bob Ross.
Happy little accidents.
OG Ross. Oh, that would
would
be pretty
be funny.
funny.
I was thinking something.
That's another idea we had is like doing a Bob Ross painting tutorial when we were at Rainier.
Okay. Oh yeah, for sure.
That would be
I'm
fun. Film us trying to do like
Ooh,
a quick landscape,
yes.
like give ourselves like a time
Okay,
limit.
that's a challenge that we were talking about having a video on. Is we each, yeah, we're doing like a Bob Ross painting challenge, like literally set up like his tutorial video and then us try to do it, follow it. Um,
Yeah, we got to get some we got to do the whole thing too. We got to get some cheap easels
Oh,
at
yeah.
Walmart and like a couple I mean, we could all do. It'd be fun if we like
that would
everyone
be
did
fun.
it. I would love to see Dad's
Rendition.
painting of Rainier. Watch him just like
He'd
freaking,
probably be freaking good at it.
just like out of nowhere, just be like a crazy
He
like
probably
artist,
would.
like be able to paint really well.
So, like honestly,
Honestly,
Kyle
yeah.
and like he used to
Dude,
do.
he kind of shocked me. We were playing D&D one time. I made my parents play D&D with us when they were here once, and Mom got super into like the role playing and got into character. She had this awesome character and was like, it was super cool.
yeah.
And Dad like drew a portrait of his character like throughout the whole like session, and I was like, whoa, dude, that's crazy. It was like this big Viking dude with like a horned helmet, and like it was just
He
funny.
just chat GPT'd it. No.
with a pencil.
in a separate room, just prints off the whole thing. Look what I drew.
It's like he like future
Yeah.
tech,
A
a pencil that just auto draws from
Remember those
Chat
3D pins that they used to have on like the commercials on like Cartoon Network for those things? It was like the first 3D
Yeah,
printer.
where it would like, yeah, I would use that like film.
Yeah.
Man, I got the hiccups.
Okay, before I forget, dude, what if it would be cool to do one of the chapters. I like the Bob Ross inspired, but it would be cool to take something from like Indy. I know it's not totally related, but something from like Indiana
Yeah.
Jones.
Well, dude,
Not
we
the
should.
years, it's the mileage or something.
Well, we should do that in No, we should do that in when we go to that ghost town, like in Death
That's
Valley.
true. That's a good idea. I'll have to think of some like meaningful stuff. That shouldn't be too hard for me.
Yeah, that
That'd
would be cool.
awesome.
We could just like try to like recreate a scene from it, like out in the
That's
desert.
A dream.
Get the little like golden
have
idol. Oh yeah, true. You have one,
There you go. I'm showing it now.
dude. I forgot to show you. I went to a secondhand place here. Speaking of like props, you would have loved this place. I found it's kind of. I found this ashtray. I don't smoke, by the way, but this ashtray, it's like solid brass, and it has like an engraving of like a stag in a bunch of trees. It's awesome, dude.
Huh.
I found that. I found like a little like it's like a toad that's like painted red. It looks crazy. And then one of those Russian nesting dolls. I just grabbed them all because they were like $5
cool.
a piece. I have to show them to you.
Dude, that's the kind of stuff I want for
Anyway,
my
speaking of
little
like having
office
props,
studio shed.
I know I need to go back. I'm gonna grab a couple things for you if I
Yeah.
have time this time. If not, I'll get them and give them to you when you get here.
for sure. Dang it! I knew this would happen. I had something.
eh. Man, so did I. I totally just got sidetracked with my cool
I know.
props.
I got excited.
Something about Indy out in the desert.
Oh, just like filming a scene. One thing people are just gonna
Yeah.
have to realize is we are major nerds, like through and through. We're very, very into very specific things, and if you're watching these, you're gonna see a lot of that. It's just gonna happen. Gosh, dude, there's
Yeah.
just
And especially on the trip, we're going to try to do a lot of these just like off the cuff, just
yeah,
chit chatting in front
Oh,
of a
big time.
camera about our nerdy obsessions, because we have faith that at least a few of you are probably, if not into the same exact stuff, into stuff pretty adjacent to it.
Do you know what's funny is like I watch so much stuff on YouTube that it's like I have no like wood builders and stuff.
Sorry, I'm distracted because there's an actual snake just swimming across
Oh,
the
nice.
water at me
Will it
right
be on
now.
camera?
Maybe, I don't know.
Um,
But there's like one poisonous snake here and it's barely poisonous, so
you'll be fine.
also the water ones
That's-
are nice here.
yeah, not here.
Anyway, what were you saying?
No, like I watch so many people on YouTube, like, you know, I can't, for some reason, I can't think of someone that is like good at woodworking, a woodworker. uh, and
Yeah.
like, I have no skills in that specifically, but I just enjoy how passionate some people are in what they do. And so for me, like, I just get so much, I genuinely love watching stuff that like, maybe I'm not even I wouldn't think I'm that interested, but watching how passionate someone is and like it helps me to understand why they love it, and it makes me love watching it. So I don't know, maybe that'll be the case for some of the people.
Oh yeah,
on
I
here.
know what you mean.
You might not.
That's like one of my favorite things about YouTube is like you're like I can't even think of an example, but like what is that where you stitch like on the little round thing? Needle point.
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
something
it's like
I'm just using that
crochet.
for an example. Something that I would like never in a million years be interested in. But then you watch someone who just loves it so much that you're like, should I get in
Oh,
the
yeah.
needlepoint? Like
Dude, I'm so bad at that.
Yeah.
I see the most random. I'm like, I think I'm gonna start crocheting. One of the things I'm trying to put together is me and Brandon are into like also just little, I don't know, kits and stuff, just like little things, little hobbies. And like,
Yeah.
one of the things I want to put together for this trip is like, I've always been super into another indie reference, but in the third one, his dad has his Grail diary, and that thing is this old leather book that just has the most intricate lines and drawings and passages and like just the most epic thing you can hold. I've always had the dream of making like it sounds cheesy, but like an adventure journal, right? Where like I actually spend time like drawing out a little, you know, doodle of what we saw, and then like a short passage of the day, and then like stamping on like the date, and then I need to find, but it's like a little photo printer. So like taking photos of the day, printing them out, sticking them in that notebook, and like almost like how I love editing videos, editing like pages, you know? And on top of that, like
yeah.
I cannot draw or paint like at all, but it's fun to like mess around with watercolors and paint and stuff. I just realized, funny enough. And so I'm trying to put this little kit, something I can actually bring on the plane and bring with us, of like the journal stuff, little tiny knickknack stamp stuff, not like stickers, but like paper tape and stuff, and my little photo printer, and just
It's like
a little art travel
like
thingy.
it's like bullet journaling,
Yeah,
but
like
adventure themed.
like yeah, very sleek, and that I can bring with us and have in my backpack. That like a lot of these places we're going to, they might be short trails or easy trails, and we just want to like spend some time at these amazing locations. So like I want to sit there and like take a picture, print it out, put it on the page, like write down the experience I'm feeling in that moment, talk about where we are, who we're with, all the fun stuff, stamp the date, do all this fun stuff, maybe do a little watercolor,
sketch a cool looking rock,
just like
cactus
doodle
or
around.
something.
And I don't know, it's just, I think that like I feel like so many people talk about like this not new, but this interest in like doing as many physical things right now because so much stuff is digital. Like obviously
Digital
editing
yeah.
and video production, filmmaking is going to be my first and foremost forever. I love it so much, like my favorite, but I would love to have a secondary thing that's like purely physical where I can document all that. Cause like I just imagine giving Finn like this really thick, battered, tattered, worn journal of our whole trip and all these little moments I forgot, but wrote down. Like I just met Ted at the Gas and Go, and he told me about his daughter who just went on a hike, blah, blah, blah. And he was really cool. You know, like maybe I forget that. But if I
met
jot
Zorp
that
the
down.
Invader in Area
Yeah.
51.
Zorp, the weird headed tall dude from Area 51 store, I swear is an alien.
And this is where your uncle almost fell off the edge of the Grand Canyon doing something stupid.
This is, yeah, and like someone take a picture of me wearing Finn in his backpack thing and being like, yeah, I hauled your 30-pound butt around for 8 hours this day, but it was totally worth it, even though you won't remember. You know, like I just,
Dude,
it's a
funny-
dream to do
It's
that.
funny you're saying that because especially recently, everyone's gonna have to bear with me. I'm gonna talk about it a lot, but like role-playing games. When I first started playing with my friends here, it was all like I would take like digital form, take notes and paste pictures and stuff. But recently I've just like it's so much more fun to play the older games or like ones that are based off older ones with just one single notebook and like pen and paper. And just having that like physical thing full of notes and like little doodles and just like where the characters have been and what they did and like characters in the little towns and stuff. It's not like I don't think anyone could like read it and it be like a cohesive thing that anyone could really comprehend because it's just kind of jumbled nonsense, but it looks cool. And like if I read it, I can remember it. But just you are right. Like having like a physical thing to look at is like huge. That's another reason I'm so glad you made me buy that camera,
Oh, yeah.
that film camera, and having like something that I can print out and like pick up and look at it's just so different.
Yeah, dude, there is something so because to me, all this is so artsy fartsy, corny person talk, but because it's true. But like to me, the film side of things, it helps you appreciate the craft more. Because like, not to say I'm like all this, but I've been taking photos like actively and professionally, whatever, for like 10 years now, right? So like taking a digital camera out and taking it has no jazz to me anymore, right? There's no like
Yeah.
yes, there's craft and intent behind it, but like when I get to take out the film,
And like objectively it might look
Yeah, or-
better or
yeah,
technically
like,
it might look better.
Technically speaking, pixel wise, yes, but like, do you feel the same looking at it? Absolutely not. And taking it, you put so much more effort and pride into taking a film photo, and like it could be imperfect, but it's better because of that. Like literally, like right here, dude, I have in my little studio. I mean, there's a couple of them, but like here's two. I don't think, yeah, you can see that. Like that is a blown out, I know you can't see it, Brandon, but like it's a picture of Hannah from the backseat of the car, like a blown out, overexposed photo. It's got the classic film look to it, but like never in a million years, if I took this on my phone, well, maybe, but if I took this on my phone or digital, I would not print it out and have this like warm memory looking at it. And like this
Yeah.
one of us
Well,
and
it's like
Finn
that.
in Sweden,
It's like that first.
dude, it
Yeah.
just, it has
Oh,
so
yeah,
much more
those are
meaning.
awesome.
Because like you took the time to be like, okay, this is a great location. There's an actual physical film piece in here that was there at that time, and it's not cheap. You know, one film photo is not
Yeah.
expensive, but like all together, it's not cheap. So like you put so much more attention and thought into it that I think translate when you look back at it. You know?
Oh, for sure. Well, that's like it's funny because like the first roll that I shot on here, it's like of just like they're all underexposed, and it's of like the trees and stuff around here in the winter. It's all like underexposed and green. All the blacks look green and it's all grainy. And like technically they're not really good pictures, but I
But
personally
they are.
think they're like
Yeah.
super cool. And I mean we'll definitely be putting like all the film pictures that we have from like their last trip here and like going forward, we're definitely going to pick a lot of them out and put them
Into
into
our
the,
book.
you know, whatever the book or finished product is. And maybe even like some B-reel stuff that, you know, maybe just put like a digital one on the, you know, for everyone to see and look at.
Oh yeah, because I'm definitely bringing
If
my
anyone's
digital for
interested.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, there's so like we have so much pent up ideas and like things that we have spent
Yeah.
thousands of hours between the two of us just having fun talking about that. Like, it's hard because we want to do so much, which we obviously will, but like, that's why a large part of what we talked about in the fundraising description and like on the post and stuff is like, there's so like, it's not just this trip, you know what I mean? Like, this trip will give us the opportunity to
we have
put
like
a lot out, but
we have like this, we want this like finished thing that we can like hold and look through.
yeah,
And I like, obviously a lot of our like obsessions and, you know, fiction are going to bleed through into the little, you know, notes and whatever we write into this thing. And, you know, all that'll hopefully bleed through a little bit into this, you know, thing that we're making. Anyway.
But, dude, okay. One thing that I was thinking is we should have, obviously I like naming things and like being a weirdo like that, but it would be cool to name this style of video specifically. Like, as if we had a podcast, this would be the name of it, you know? Dude,
yeah.
Honestly, the Goonies thing, Never Say Die, would be a pretty sick name.
That would be a pretty cool name for a show or like a podcast.
Like, for just these
or just
long...
This. Yeah.
Yeah, for just this. It's just like...
Yeah.
Brothers in Frame or whatever present, or just, you know, the Never Say Die show or podcast or episode 1 of Never Say Die.
This can be the episode 0.
yeah, we'll do that, episode 0 of Never
I
Say
can
Die.
start like, especially like on the trip, like just do like bullet point notes of just stuff you want to talk about, like just like literally anything, like too, like I honestly, like I'm not looking to talk about too much you know, the nitty gritty of what I got going on. I'll dip into it.
Yeah, just give like updates, but
like definitely, like updates, but definitely gonna be a lot of just like what we're obsessed with that day, like media wise, probably.
Yeah.
For me.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like, this is our show to just like, literally what would be funny is if like, obviously we share like a wavelength. Like, something happens and we just like look at each other. But it would be cool to like jot things down over the course of the day. Like, something hilarious that happened that like I didn't say, dude, did you see that? You know, that we can like pile up. Literally like a podcast.
I do have like a little I have like a little notebook that I've been keeping like notes in for just like ideas, and especially lately like for the book and everything.
Yeah. And
I'm definitely just going to carry that around, and when we hit one of those those moments, sitcom moments where we just look at each other like Steve Carell looking at the camera moments, I'll definitely jot it down and bring it up later. Like that when you had me absolutely rolling last time we were there, when we were up in Blue Ridge, when my soda exploded on me, or my I had Topo Chico. We were coming up with that idea for taking pictures of, like, I know it's not like that original of an idea. I'm sure people have done something like it, but like of just gas station clerks, like at just the middle of nowhere gas stations, and then like what do we say? Like, come up with the idea of like there's like the consensual
and non
section, and then consensual and quotation marks. Pictures of gas station employees.
And basically, just for reference, consensual means like we literally don't say anything. We just walk up to the counter with like a film photo, pink, and just like take a picture.
Yeah. I feel like we can't quite do it that. We'd probably get into some trouble and just look like buttholes. But the mental image of running into a gas and go or whatever they're called. Snapping a picture, and then the picture is of like a guard dog leaping over the counter or something.
Oh, that's right.
Or the dude like mid-screen. Just anyway, that type of stuff is the kind of stuff that we just are like, our wives just, they love it but they also think we're insane because we'll say 2 words and then just start dying laughing because we're just like sharing a mental image.
We'll try our best to explore and navigate you through the moment that we're having.
Yeah.
I know I'm looking for any like quick like I don't know anything on my Notion board that like idea or not idea like things that have happened like that. I don't think so. Oh, well, maybe our idea, our idea to practice a minute of stand-up comedy during the
Oh
trip
my goodness,
to
dude.
possibly like.
Well,
Well, we're not going to the city that this show is in, so it doesn't.
no, yeah, we did. We were daydreaming like maybe if we had the time to do like a real like go from like Florida to Washington,
Yeah.
but that's just kind of that's just such a time commitment, and none of us can really make it happen. But we were daydreaming to go to Austin, Texas, where there's a big comedy show where they let random people go up, and we were daydreaming about coming up with a minute of
Humiliating
comedy.
ourselves.
Neither of us have ever
No.
attempted to like. We
Nor
like
do
to
I
think
think
of
I
ourselves
would.
as funny,
Yeah.
and like my wife tells me I'm funny, but I don't. I'm not like comedian funny.
Yeah.
And,
We're funny to each other.
We thought it. Yeah, we thought it would be hilarious to try an actual minute of stand up and then possibly embarrass ourselves in front of a bunch of people, but that is a good idea. That's
Yeah,
one of the ones that we definitely wrote
I mean,
down.
what if we dipped into some rando comedy club and just
Oh, we do an open mic in like
yeah, literally
like Phoenix.
just the most like knowingly
wild.
again, we're not funny. Like I don't. It would bomb so
Yeah.
epically hard though, and that's the funny part. It's like I'm never gonna see these
Yeah.
people again
I
in
mean,
my life.
I would put
but the
some
six
effort
of us-
into it, but it's
I
not
would
going to be
try,
good.
But nothing. Yeah, the funny part would be my downfall for sure, without
Yeah,
question.
definitely. Go up one after the other.
Yeah,
I don't know if it would be worse to go first or second. I feel like I feel like
I'd
if I
rather
went
go
second, I
first.
would chicken out.
yeah. I'd rather go first. They're like just not a single, like not even a blink, and it's like okay, our next one up.
Just-
oh God, please,
Just get,
oh,
we would. It's the same name. It's the same last name. Like, oh God,
please, please no. We're wearing like
Just, like,
stuff we bought
literally
at like an
walk
Area
off.
51 shop.
wearing like alien antennas.
I got abducted by Sasquatch in. Never mind.
Just walk like what? I got probed at Area 51 T-shirt. Yeah, just like definitely would be the kind of situation where you just like. My wife couldn't go. She couldn't stand the secondhand embarrassment. But like, you literally just say, "Okay, thanks," and then walk straight out the door.
Literally just walk out. You end up winning. We're on this hunt for a outstanding breakout comedian that made his debut. Aye.
Oh,
So
man.
yeah, so that's just a little glimpse into our
Yeah, that's just
ingenious
one of the
ideas.
notes that we have about ideas for the trip.
they're just
Doing a Bob Ross tutorial and a minute of stand up
Yeah,
in a
so-
podunk town.
prepare yourself for those golden moments. And our dad's
like the
a
type
bit of
of-
a character too, so it'll be fun to document. Love you, Dad. I just realized like people we know will actually maybe I don't know they probably won't get this far into the video. Watch this, listen to this,
I don't know. Possibly.
maybe. These
Just
are
make
the
Dad do a minute of stand up.
golden moments. Just
I feel like he
don't
would
even
say
tell him
something
what
that
it's
would get us
for.
run out of town.
Don't even tell them what it is. Just like, yeah, we're going to this cool restaurant where like you talk about like 80s movies for 5 minutes, just like a random topic.
Honestly, would be pretty funny.
It would probably work pretty well. It'd probably have a pretty good result. Aye.
Dude,
Oh,
I am
man.
pretty. Speaking of Dad and Mom, I'm pretty like they've never been out west either.
Yeah, no.
I know. Like this isn't like talking like down on Dad or anything, but he's just never put much stock into like seeing like the states really or anything out west. And I know he's gonna like instantly. It's gonna like blow his mind being out. I mean,
It's
they've
gonna
been to
become his
Colorado,
personality,
like
for sure.
in the Rockies, but but I think like just seeing like the Grand Canyon and the desert and stuff is gonna like rock their world.
Dude, I just have a
It's gonna
mental.
for me too, but
You probably have a mental image of me because it's funny to you watching me as like suburban dad looks like the main character of like Vacation or RV or something, and I have the mental image of dad just like visor on, like I picture him wearing those goofy like old person sunglasses that go over your glasses.
oh
What are
yeah.
those-
Well,
remember
dude,
those
the
stupid
fun.
things?
I'm just waiting for like the little flip ups
The flip ups.
or the magnet, the ones that click on like a
They
magnet.
had a name though. What were they called?
I don't know. I just
infomercial
I
ones.
know dad, and I know we're gonna. I told mom too and him. I was like, listen, that I know it's hot in Georgia, but it's different out there. You will like
Oh.
get actually sick if you get in that sun and you're not like wearing like a like you know. I don't know if you necessarily have to wear like long sleeves and pants. I'm going to, but I'm like, dude, you don't want to mess. I'm just waiting for him to walk out of the airport in Phoenix wearing flip flops and shorts
oh, buddy.
and just like be like and shrivel into a raisin.
Dang it.
I don't think I'm ready for it.
Okay, no,
I'm, like,
honestly,
trying to
we
prep
have
for
it
it.
better off than you guys because here it's been literally like 104 degrees and humid.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
It's been pretty wild.
It hit 78 here today for the high, and we were like,
Melting,
I was sweating like a pig.
getting into the ice water.
I told my doctor, I had a doctor appointment today, and I was like, yeah, we're going out west, like to Arizona and Death Valley, and she's like, seriously, like make sure you're drinking water and stuff because that will mess you up. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
That's funny. Yeah, I've got my.
She's like, you do know that will like make you sick if you get like dehydrated and stuff, right? I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, the sheer amount of just like exhaustion we're gonna feel.
Oh yeah.
But it's that feeling like RV's gonna be ice cold at night.
Oof.
We're like parked up somewhere.
Or going
just,
into like a diner after
Oh.
being out in the sun all day, or like finding like a cool little like bar or something to hang out at out there.
Oh baby, dude, can't believe this is like it's actually we're going in literally a week.
It's gonna be crazy.
Crazy,
Or like
bro.
whatever little shops we go to. Just like
Just
Yeah.
scouting, getting some.
the,
ice,
the
some
we
coffees.
I always talk to my wife about like I kind of miss the feeling of being just like that oppressive like humid heat in Georgia. The feeling of like going into like especially after like working, going
Oh,
into a
dude.
cold house and taking a shower and then just like basking in the AC. Oh. It's a feeling,
It is.
that's for sure.
It is a feeling,
I'm going soft living up here in Scandinavia.
dude. Literally, like
Well-
just yesterday.
When it comes to heat, cold not so much.
Was it
Pretty
yesterday?
hardcore.
Yeah, yesterday I had that literal feeling. Yesterday I had to quick side before we end note. I literally it was 78 degrees in the house yesterday evening. I was like,
Yeah.
something ain't right. So I went up to the attic and the
Your
pan,
AC's just frozen.
well, yeah, basically is what it usually does. And so I went up to the attic and the pan like thing where the water is supposed to like drain outside was literally
Yeah.
like 4 inches of water in the pan. And it's literally like
crazy.
10:30 at night. It's hot as balls. The pan is completely full that it tripped like the sensor to basically tell the AC like do not turn on because it will overflow. So I'm literally go out there, get a shop vac, and it's 10:30 at night. I've already showered, like I'm in my basketball
Yeah, now
shorts
you're in
and
the
stuff,
attic.
in the attic, dumping sweat with a shop vac, just like trying to get all the water out, taking like 8 trips with a bucket to dump the water out, all this crap. So yeah, it's been hot. Let me just say.
I know, dude. You said it was 104 the other day. That's like I don't
That
ever
picture I
remember
sent?
it being
Yeah.
that hot ever, and would live in there. Maybe once or twice,
Yeah,
but not in
it's-
July. It's usually like August or something, or it was like not the end of June.
It's been crazy. Absolutely
nuts,
crazy.
dude.
So yeah, just getting prepped, baby. Got to get on my stuff.
Yeah, I've just heard so much about that dry heat. It's just like a whole other animal. I don't know if it's gonna be better or worse. I'm just like we're gonna look like we've been stranded in the desert for 4 days. Like
We've got those,
chapped
like,
lips.
yeah.
Our lips are like not colored anymore. Like we look like SpongeBob from that episode where he doesn't have any water.
I don't need it.
I don't need it.
Freaking hilarious, dude.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited just to experience it.
Yeah,
Heard so much
it's
about it.
truly gonna be like a whole nother world.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to feel like I'm on the surface of Mercury.
Oh, don't you worry your pretty little self about that. You will.
Yeah.
You will.
We're gonna like open the door the first morning in like Death Valley and just be like, nah. Well, just open up the windows and drive around for a few hours.
It's just gonna be like condensated, like literally soaking wet.
Yeah.
Just the image of everyone.
Honestly,
Finn's
I am
glasses
just
fog
imagining
up.
all the horror stories that could happen. Like we like blow the AC on the camper or something in Death
God.
Valley.
And Michelle did that in Disney World one time.
That sounds
It
about
was
right.
miserable, I must say. It was literally dude, we'd leave for the park and she cranked it to like literally 65 degrees for a camper, like AC in the middle of Georgia, in the middle of summer Florida.
This sounds like it's gonna like take off like a rocket.
Yeah, just and then we get back from the park and just the faces on everybody. Like the door opens and it's I'll do it on camera, but it's just like
It's like 95 degrees. You get back and you just hear the
I
AC go.
told you. There's like 8 different conversations happening across like the freaking Fort Wilderness. I told you to turn the AC off when we're gone.
Oh man, yeah, we're gonna have to. I ain't playing that game, dude. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to be on top of that.
You know, Dad's gonna be cranking that. He gonna be.
My thing is, like, I feel
cranking.
like out there, I feel like 77 or 8 inside will feel like freaking amazing at that point.
That's true. It doesn't have to be 60 degrees. Be all sunburned.
Man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude,
right.
I'll have to. At some point, if we're posting stuff, I have to post my my get up I have planned. I'm
Oh,
going
yeah.
full safari
Dude,
mode, dude.
That's a
I'm
video
getting
we
like
need to do
I'm getting
before.
a sun hat. I'm gonna get those glasses I was showing you that have like the
I got those
sides
too.
are like
Yes,
are
the little
closed in.
like yes, I got them too.
I'm gonna look like straight out of Mad Max, dude.
Heck yeah, dude. My outfit is definitely like me. It looks like I got a NASA hat that's like
Oh, heck
I'm
yeah.
stoked. I'm so excited. But dude, should we do like a corny 90s montage edit of us like trying on our desert outfits?
Fit check.
Fit check. That'd be funny.
Fit check. That would be pretty funny.
It's my fit check.
Anyway,
I know. I don't want to go, but my
yeah, I could
camera's about to go.
keep going, but yeah, and also the next phone I'm on is probably gonna die at some point fairly soon. So
But yeah, this is like episode 1 or episode 0. I'm thinking we call this Never Say Die. Like, I think that'd be sweet.
I'm cool with it.
just
That's
fits
pretty
everything.
cool. I like that. In case you guys haven't noticed,
Yeah, if you
Goonies was a
if you
integral
haven't,
part of our childhood.
You know, notice that little clue by now. But yeah, I guess that's it, dude. I guess we'll close it out. We'll try. I mean, this is fun. I mean, it literally, like I said, editing wise, it's gonna be pretty raw, uncut. Oh, I was saying it's like, think of it like a podcast. Like if anyone's following along this journey and wants to like totally on the video side, you can just see our face and Brandon's cool surroundings. But like, this is totally something you could listen to in the car or like how you would a podcast. So don't feel like you have to like dedicate an hour to watch this. But yeah, that'll do it for this time. If you are watching or listening, then I'm trying to decide right now, honestly. This I could just kind of put out there right now, so maybe this will come first. But I have one video that's going out that's like a big thank you. It's got like freaking confetti for we did it, and kind of like a very short breakdown of like the story abroad, like in general, I guess. Just a cool edited version of it all. But you're going to be seeing a lot of these style episodes. And from right now, as we're recording, Brandon leaves in a week. The rest of us leave in like 12 days. So we're going to do as many of these as we possibly can before then.
Yeah.
And soon enough, we'll be out there living it up. Boom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and just one more time, thank you to everybody, friends, family, strangers. Everyone showed up so fast and made our heads spin in a good way. And you guys made it happen. We're going on this trip, and we're going to take you guys along for a lot of it. Because this, like Austin said, this stuff's fun for us. Like, this is just how we kind of exist together anyway. We're just recording it for a change, so.
What?
Oh, no.
No, I'm here.
Oh. Did I lose you? Oh, man. Dude, I thought the phone died again. I was about to lose it. Anyway, yeah, just a big thank you to everybody. Again, just this kind of relaxed, kind of off the cuff stuff will be, especially when we're on the trip, will be definitely coming out regularly. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. And yeah.
Heck
we're
yeah.
super
All right,
stoked.
well, let us know what you thought about it.